So what I'm hearing is that you seem to talk with a lot of confidence about the fact that you've done a training in business. You seem to think that it's a system that would be the solution. But what I'm hearing from you is, despite saying that you've got training in business and thinking that all you needed to do was just put more focus in, you haven't even been able to figure out the number one first foundational step in building a business, which is your positioning. Is that accurate? Like, we have to break this person down to the truth, which is your confidence versus your results are fucking miles off. And if she can't admit that, she's not going to give you money because she thinks she's got this ability to portray confidence, that she knows what she's doing. And I know you're all hearing that thinking, but no, she said she doesn't know what she's doing. Well, look at how much she had to rationalize the whole thing with, number one, a 5-minute ramble. Number two, I've got business experience. Number three, it's much easier to build a business for someone else than it is for yourself. Well, that's kind of the point of not being a fraud. Like, if you can't do it for yourself, you shouldn't be teaching anyone. Like, I know it sounds brutal, guys, but like, you need to have that real conversation of like, so hang on a second. You're teaching other people business when you haven't been able to even solve the basic first problem of building your own business. That doesn't really seem to add up as far as congruency.
This is really interesting, Josh. So this is something that you would say, summarizing this to her.
Mm-hmm. Because the next piece of the conversation that I need to get into is the data around the real shit, which is, how many hours a week are you spending teaching people business? How many hours a week are you spending trying to build your business? What have you actually done during those hours to try and find the right positioning? Like, I guarantee you guys, she hasn't got a piece of paper and tried to write out positioning A, likelihood of success in the business. Positioning B, likelihood of, like, she hasn't actually done anything tangible. She's just sat there teaching other people theory of business. So you got to have that real conversation. She won't buy positioning training off of you until you've actually held the mirror up to her to make her realize, frankly, Rodana, it sounds like you either need to get serious help to have built a business, or you should stop teaching people how to build businesses. Which one of those are you going to choose? Because, like, anything aside from that, I don't want her as a client. Because she's a fake. I don't work with fakes. You see how it all comes back to my high-level philosophy of, like, who do I want to align myself with? Whether I own the business or whether I'm the closer for the business. It's like, you and I need to have the conversation which is on my heart, which is, you either need to have built a business, and if you can't figure that out on your own despite the training, you better invest a significant amount of money to figure it out with help, or you should probably strongly consider never teaching business again, because you can't even build your own. And like, the point of being specific is, I'm not saying you needed to have built a multi-million-dollar a year business, but the fact that you can't even figure out your positioning, like, we're not even talking about payment processing yet and taking payments. We're talking about, you can't even write positioning, and you're teaching people business. Like, I don't want to learn business from anybody that hasn't at least made multiple millions in business, but I'm going to downplay the standard quite significantly to give you the benefit of the doubt. And even at the bottom of the barrel where the crabs live, you still didn't even pass that bar. Does this make sense? How many deals have you already lost this week that you could have closed but didn't because you were out of state? I'm not a fan of sales hacks, but if there was one thing you could do before your next sales call to raise your closing percentage, it's using my patented pre-call checklist. Imagine taking just 60 seconds to read 5 to 7 personalized bullet points on a piece of paper, and as unbelievable as it may sound, puts you into the optimal state to access your highest sales skills on every call. That's the pre-call checklist. I'm going to show you how to create your own. All you need is a piece of paper and to go through the training that I'm going to give you. Thousands of salespeople have used this framework to close more deals, and you can have your own for free. No strings attached in a matter of minutes. Click the link below this video, enter your email, and grab it right now.